We know you're planning your dream trips to Disney World, so don't let bad fast food get in your way of the best day ever. We've got the best counter service restaurants in Disney World for 2020 today. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. From parks to resorts, we have scoured each and every Disney World restaurant to find you the very best quick service spots, meaning fast food, or what Disney calls counter service spots. Today we're talking about a few tried and true favorites and a few new Disney World hotspots that have stolen the show. So let's get started. FYI, if you guys want this as a PDF so you don't have to take a bunch of notes, because believe me, there's a lot of counter service restaurants I like, you can head over to disneyfoodblog.com/counterservice2020 and sign up for our totally free newsletter, and we will send you the PDF of this video right to your inbox. So that's disneyfoodblog.com/counterservice2020. All right, let's kick things off in the Magic Kingdom. First up, we're going to talk Columbia Harbour House. This one's located at Liberty Square and serves up some great quick seafood options. Here you can find great choices like a lobster roll, a lighthouse sandwich served with hummus and tomato and broccoli slaw on toasted multigrain bread with house-made potato chips, mac and cheese, and so much more. By the way, they also have fried chicken nuggets here, so if you're not into seafood, that's fine. They've got fried chicken nuggets and lots of other options as well. They recently added a really yummy and adorable Minnie Mouse chocolate chip lava cake for $4.49 to the menu, which is a great snack option for chocolate lovers. And if you're looking for a nice view, be sure to head upstairs. Columbia Harbour House has a lot of windows, which offer a great view of Liberty Square and make for a nice air-conditioned spot to people watch. No shame, we all do it. Also, upstairs at Columbia Harbour House is often a lesser known option. So if things are real crowded when you're in the park, a lot of people may not know that they can eat upstairs in this restaurant. Next is Pecos Bill Tall Tale Inn and Cafe. If you're looking to spice things up when visiting Magic Kingdom, Pecos Bill has more than your typical burgers and hot dogs. You're going to find this one in Frontierland near Splash Mountain. Now they have options like nachos, fajita platters, and Southwest salads, but don't worry, they do have some burgers. So there's a nice wide variety of options to choose from. Yay for a place that can make just about everyone in your party happy. But the real reason why we love this place is for the toppings bar. You can load up on free salsa, lettuce, pickles, corn, and so much more. Unfortunately, you do have to pay for guacamole here now. Sleepy Hollow, you guys, one of our favorite places to grab a quick bite in Magic Kingdom is Sleepy Hollow. Located near the castle, it's kind of a kiosk, but they do have some tables outside. Now, we love heading over this way before Happily Ever After to grab a quick pre-fireworks snack. There are always new options on this menu. That's what I love so much about Sleepy Hollow is they keep adding interesting, unique stuff that you can't get anywhere else in the park or in all of Walt Disney World. Now, a few must-haves are that fresh fruit waffle sandwich, which we call the Nutella waffle sandwich because it's filled with Nutella, and strawberries, bananas, and blueberries. That one's $8.29. And we also love their funnel cakes. And yes, they've got that sweet and spicy chicken waffle sandwich. Now, they just got rid of their churro ice cream sandwiches, which is super sad. Now they've got the chocolate chip cookie ice cream sandwiches back, which are still really good, and they're made right there in-house, so this is not the Chipwich situation. So they're still really good, but we do miss those churro ice cream sandwiches. Maybe they'll come back. All right, we're gonna head over to another sort of kiosk, Friar's Nook. Now there are some tables around here too, but again, this is not a place you kind of walk into. It's more of a window. So if you love tater tots, you're gonna find the best spot to grab a tater tot bowl right here at Friar's Nook. You should head on over. They've got tots covered in bacon and macaroni, tots covered in buffalo chicken, tots covered in plastic cheese if you wanna keep it simple. There's a lot going on at Friar's Nook. Again, another one of those secret hidden places that Disney introduces new and interesting stuff when we least expect it. So we always keep an eye on Friar's Nook. And this one is in Fantasyland, by the way. All right, heading over to Be Our Guest. Be Our Guest lunch is our favorite, as many of you who watch the channel know. So if you're looking to dine like royalty on a budget, we suggest making that reservation at Be Our Guest restaurant, but just during lunchtime. The restaurant functions like a quick service spot for breakfast and lunch. Now, breakfast is way overpriced. We do not recommend going there for breakfast, but lunch is actually decently priced and it's great food. The other benefit of Be Our Guest lunch is that you get to eat in the Beast's Castle. You get to look at all of the different dining rooms. You get the experience of eating inside, which you don't get if you don't have a reservation there. Now, of course, you can still go for dinner. That is a sit-down table service restaurant, very expensive, prix-fixe meal. So if you just want to see inside and have a great meal, I would suggest lunch for sure. And don't worry, you're still going to be able to get your gray stuff at lunchtime. You can get that gray stuff Master's cupcake, and that, of course, is sort of a cookies and cream panna cotta on top of a cupcake. Now, really quickly, we also want to mention a couple of little carts or other little tiny places that don't have a lot of seating, but that we still think are wonderful and worth mentioning in here. The Spring Roll Cart, Aloha Isle, and Sunshine Tree Terrace. You won't find full meals at this spot, but they are some of the best places to grab a snack. So that Spring Roll Cart, of course, is going to have those amazing pepperoni pizza and cheeseburger spring rolls. So good. Aloha Isle is where you're going to pick up your Dole Whips, your pineapple upside down cake with Dole Whip on top, your Kakamora float, yum, yum, yum. Sunshine Tree Terrace, you're going to get that awesome citrus swirl. The Red's Revenge float is still there if you want to ask for it. It's not on the menu, but you can still get it. Several other great options too. So we wanted to make sure you guys knew about those. All right, let's head over to Epcot. First up, we're going to go to Kringla Bakeri Og Cafe. This one's in the Norway Pavilion. So if you're looking for light bites like pastries and sandwiches, this is a great place to go. We love their Norwegian club sandwich served with ham, turkey, bacon, Jarlsberg cheese, Munster cheese, fresh tomatoes, red onion, lingonberry mayonnaise. We, of course, love their school bread. You guys know we've talked about the school bread here a million times. It's a yummy, yummy, yummy custard-filled bread roll, really. So it's not as sweet as you would expect for a regular pastry, but it's so good. And, of course, there's seasonal options like the Olaf cheesecake. You can also snag a quick breakfast here if you find yourself on the hunt when you're exploring the World Showcase. This does open at 9 a.m. with the park so that you can grab breakfast before you ride Frozen Ever After. Another favorite in Epcot, of course, is Sunshine Seasons. So if you're looking for a wide variety of options in Epcot, we suggest heading over to Sunshine Seasons in the Land Pavilion. This is the same place where you're going to find Soarin'. This location has tons of seating, so you shouldn't have to worry about finding a spot, and it's all indoors, so it's all going to be air conditioned. So if you're sensing that there's going to be a big storm coming through, lots of rain, or it's just horribly hot and you've got to get out of it for a little while, Sunshine Seasons adds that bonus feature as well. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and their menu has everything from sandwiches and wraps to stir fry and pizza. And we find some of our favorite cupcakes here, so definitely be on the lookout. And don't forget that some of the food you're eating may be coming right from the Livin' with the Land attraction over in the greenhouses next door. Another favorite of ours in Epcot is Léal Boulangerie Patisserie. We love ourselves some Léal, you know. We've talked about it a lot on this channel. Now, this is in the Epcot France Pavilion. It's hidden way in the back corner, so you've got to go all the way back through to find it. And it offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it also has those mimosas at 9 a.m. So if you need a mimosa at 9 a.m. at Epcot, you can find it here. Now, they've got indoor and outdoor seating, but seating can be pretty limited here, especially when everybody kind of descends on this place at specific meal times. So we would always recommend coming here at off times. So mid-morning, mid-afternoon, stuff like that. Here they've got sandwiches, beignets, like I said, mimosas, and more classic French foods. A few of our favorites are the frangipane, which debuted a new look and added hazelnuts and chocolate. This one's $4.75, and the brand new brie-filled bread bowl. This one's $6.75. There's nothing like a bunch of melted cheese in your bread bowl. Now, we'd also, of course, love to give a shout out to the new Regal Eagle location in the American Pavilion. We really enjoy their outdoor bar, and they've got some outstanding barbecue options. We're also huge fans of Tangerine Cafe in the Morocco Pavilion and Yorkshire County in the UK Pavilion. So if those menus look interesting to you, be sure to consider them because they do offer some great eats. All right, Animal Kingdom. There's a lot of great quick service spots over in Disney's Animal Kingdom. Let's start with Satu'li Canteen. This is one of our favorite options. It is in Pandora, the world of Avatar. This spot serves up customizable bowls, cheeseburger pods, yes please, and platters that can be split between the family. Now, those cheeseburger pods are kind of like bao buns filled with everything you'd find in a cheeseburger. They're super delicious. Right now, they're just on the kids menu, but you can order them as an adult, and you can also ask them for 2 cheeseburger pods instead of just 1, which is what you get on the kids menu. Anyway, so good. Now, these options are mega good, and they are a bit more on the healthy side for theme park food. So if you've just had one too many cheeseburgers and pieces of pizza, this is a great place to go to sort of refuel your body with good stuff. They're very fun, very filling. We love this place. Next up in Animal Kingdom for us is Restaurantosaurus. I'm pretty sure there's nobody else in the world except us that would say Restaurantosaurus is their second favorite restaurant in the Animal Kingdom, but I don't know. I have a soft spot in my heart for Restaurantosaurus. I love it, and I think it's Imagineered to the hilt. It's just amazing. So anyway, this one's in Dinoland, USA. Lots of indoor seating here. Another spot with a toppings bar, so cheese, pickles, onions, the whole 9 yards. And this is a great spot if you have a picky eater in your group, or if you're looking for hamburgers, chicken nuggets, chili cheese fries, the standards. This is also one of the best places at Disney World to find mega delicious new cupcakes. But what I love the most is the theming. This is actually themed. It's really weird that a bunch of paleontology students are staying here, and they've decorated the place. It's real interesting. So definitely go check it out. My favorite place to sit here is, of course, in the attached Airstream trailer. So you're going to want to go ask a cast member how to find that little location to sit in. Super fun. And look for all the details, you guys. This is a great place to see Imagineering detail in process. So cool. All right, next up in Animal Kingdom, Flame Tree Barbecue. Okay, it's finally time to talk about one of the best quick service spots for meat lovers in Disney World. We're talking about Flame Tree BBQ in Discovery Island. Here you're going to find beautifully hidden and shaded outdoor seating, along with smoked meats and the infamous barbecue fries with plastic cheese all over them that I love. These babies are covered in my favorite plastic cheese. By the way, for those of you who are new to the channel, plastic cheese is not made out of plastic. It's just something that I started to call that sort of liquid cheese that they kind of give you at the ballpark, or you can buy in giant cans at your warehouse store. I call it plastic cheese because I'm pretty sure there's no real food in there, but I love it. It's one of my favorite condiments on the planet. So if you ever see like hashtag plastic cheese or anything like that, you can thank us for that. Anyway, Flame Tree Barbecue, great eats. They also have really yummy salads and things like that. So you're going to find some good stuff to eat here. Now remember, it is all outdoor seating. So if it's really, really hot, or if the rain is pouring down, some of that seating is covered, so that's great. But if it's a crazy hot day or a crazy cold day, this may not be your number one choice. Now, I'd also love to shout out to Yak and Yeti's quick service spot. This is up in the Asia area of the park. You can find great snack credit options like fried rice. There's some really, really good savory snack credit options here that you want to consider. All the seating's outdoor there as well too, so take that into consideration. All right, let's head over to Hollywood Studios. It's finally time to chat about DHS. This is where we're going to find a lot of new spots that we're going to talk about today. Ronto Roasters. If you are a meat and cheese lover, you got to head over to Ronto Roasters in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge to grab that Ronto wrap. Ronto wrap is roasted pork, grilled pork sausage, peppercorn sauce, and tangy slaw wrapped in pita bread for $12.99. They also have a breakfast option with eggs, grilled pork sausage, shredded cheddar, and peppercorn sauce and pita for $12.49. Now, remember, if you are in Disneyland, there is a vegetarian version of the Ronto wrap, but you can't always ask for a vegetarian version of the Ronto wrap in Disneyland as well. Just get a lot more slaw and sauce. Over in Toy Story Land, let's go to Woody's Lunchbox. This is a super fun spot for everybody. Here you can find everything from probably the best grilled cheese in any Disney park. Those Lunchbox tarts are here. They change out seasonally with different flavors. And there's a s'more sandwich for breakfast, believe it or not. The only issue with this particular location is that all of the seating is outside and there is very limited seating. So you are not going to have a lot of options here in terms of sitting down. And of course, in Toy Story Land, one of the big criticisms of this location is that there's really not a lot of shade anywhere in Toy Story Land, because it's supposed to be like you're in Andy's backyard, and of course there's no big trees when you are a toy, because they would not be able to make the trees tall enough to match the perspective you're supposed to have as the toy. So there's not a lot of shade, and if it's real hot here, it might kind of stink to be at Woody's Lunchbox sitting outside, if you can get a seat at all. So just a heads up on that. Woody's Lunchbox probably best to visit when it's not bad weather and maybe earlier in the morning or in the late evening. All right, Backlot Express. This is next to Star Tours. It's a place with a wide variety of more classic options in Hollywood studios. They've got indoor seating and shaded outdoor seating, and it's another one with toppings bars. Yay! Backlot serves up burgers, salads, Cuban sandwiches, but they just added a $1 side of plastic cheese, and that's the perfect thing to dunk those fries in. Something else I love about Backlot Express, they've got some really yummy limited time desserts here. So they've gone through a lot of really great desserts recently. And right now I think they've got the Backlot Blondie that's really good. They've got that Wookie cookie, which is at oatmeal cream pie. So it's like a old school OCP, but it's bigger and better. It's so good. So if you're looking for a unique, interesting dessert, Backlot might be the place to go. And what's really cool about this place too is the decor is really fun and interesting. It's another kind of Restaurantosaurus situation where you're going to find lots of amazing Disney Imagineering happening in here. So take some time to look around, look at the walls, look around all the different rooms in here. Really interesting stuff. All right, now we're going to head over to the resorts. We've explored all the parks. Now it's time to talk about the best counter service locations at the Walt Disney World hotels. And remember, these are great places to go midday when everybody else is in the parks. These locations in the resorts are usually totally empty. So check these out. And if you're having a resort day, consider traveling to a different resort to try out their counter service location. All right, we're going to start at Port Orleans French Quarter at Sassagoula Floatworks. This is the place to go if you're looking for jambalaya or any of those other yummy New Orleans goodies. We also love the boozy and over-the-top beignets at Scat Cats. They are always a fun after-park pick-me-up. And right now they have their red hot beignets that are filled with Fireball and topped with red hot candies for $9.99. They've also got regular Mickey-shaped beignets here that are super cute, super fun, and they've got several different flavors for you to try. But if beignets aren't your perfect dessert, then head back over to Sassagoula, which by the way is right next door to Scat Cats. It's super easy to just like pop back and forth between the two. Sassagoula has those amazing pecan pralines there. They are so good. Definitely something to try. Captain Cook's at the Polynesian Village Resort is another resort go-to. This spot serves up our favorites, including Tonga Toast, which is banana stuffed sourdough bread that's battered, deep fried, and covered with cinnamon sugar, served with bacon or sausage. That one's $9.29. Here you're also going to find some chicken wings with a variety of different sauces to choose from, pulled pork nachos that are killer and amazing, very iconic for this resort, those pulled pork nachos, hot dogs, and cheeseburgers. So there's a wide variety of things to choose from. Don't forget that right next door is Pineapple Lanai, where you're going to get lots of different Dole Whip options. So there's Dole Whip floats, different Dole Whip flavors. So if you're looking for a Dole Whip outside of the parks, there's lots of places to get them, but this is probably the most well-known and that has the most options outside of the parks. Also, don't forget that Captain Cook's is a 24-hour location. So it's one of 3 24-hour locations in Disney World. So if you need food and it's the middle of the night, Captain Cook's is an option for you. The menu will be limited. They just kind of serve flatbreads and a couple of other little things, but if you need food, this is a place you can come. All right, we're going to head over the water bridge from the Polynesian to the Roaring Fork at Wilderness Lodge. When we are in the mood for yummy Mickey waffles but don't want to make a reservation to get them, one of our go-to spots is Roaring Fork. This is where you can get those one-of-a-kind, super unique, loaded Mickey waffles, which you can get with chocolate sauce, strawberry sauce, bananas Foster sauce, and lots of toppings, whipped cream, etc. So it's basically like a giant Mickey waffle dessert that you can have for breakfast. Now during lunch and dinner here, you're going to find sandwiches, bratwurst, salads, and more. And if you're looking for something to eat late night, you can grab a Mickey bar and a few flatbread options as well. Now, just a heads up for your planning, most of the resort counter service restaurants do have some indoor seating and outdoor seating. All right, moving on to the Mara at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. This is a great mix of African and American favorites, making it a really good spot for both picky and adventurous eaters. One of our favorite things on the menu, and probably the biggest reason we find ourselves stopping here, is for dessert. They have amazing pastries and baked goods here that are totally unique to this particular location. I love that peanut butter brownie. It is killer and out of this world. I think they call it the Nyala brownie right now. They've got a really fun kind of OCP, which for me is oatmeal cream pie, by the way, for all you 80s and 90s kids. OCP there. And of course, they have zebra domes. You're going to find these in the refrigerated section of the counter service location. These are those amarula cream liqueur mousse desserts that they serve at Boma that everybody either loves or hates. If you love them, you eat a ton of them. If you hate them, you can't even stand one bite. But they come in a pack of 4 over there at the Mara. Now, this is a much lesser known spot. They have a few delicious hidden gems on the menu. If you're staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge or are near it, you should totally check it out. All right, let's talk about Contempo Cafe at the Contemporary Resort. This is a standout spot. I love it. A lot of people love it. It has some mega yummy cupcakes and other pastries. You're going to find some really unique and interesting pastries in their pastry case here. And there are a lot of really good entree options, including salads, subs, flatbreads, and more. And every time I eat here, I'm always impressed. They always do a really, really good job. I love their French dip sandwich. They do good flatbreads. Their grilled cheese is awesome. So this is also super easily accessible from Magic Kingdom if you need a bit of a break from the parks. Just take the monorail over from the Magic Kingdom or walk. You can actually walk with your own 2 feet out of the Magic Kingdom over to the Contemporary Resort, and it's super, super easy and quick. Kids love this place too because the monorail, of course, is running right overhead. So every time the monorail comes through the Contemporary, your kids will be able to see it. Don't forget that my favorite pastry here, though, is of course that peanut butter pie. It is amazing. It's a little one-person pastry, but it's super, super rich, so you may still want to share it. And finally, let's chat about the massive list of incredible spots in Disney Springs. We're narrowing it down to our favorites, even though there are so many great places to get counter service in Disney Springs. First up, let's talk about D-Luxe Burger. These are some of the best burgers you're going to find in Disney World, especially for counter service. The meat is cooked and seasoned very well. It's 3 different kinds of meat that are combined into this blend, and it makes a really explosive flavor in your mouth. So good. And they always come with fun and unique offerings that keep us coming back for more. You'll find a lot of seasonal options in their burgers and in their hand-spun shakes. They've got gelato shakes that are awesome, and they've got a ton of delicious sauce options, which are totally free. You can have as much sauce as you want here for your fries. Also note that there's a secret menu that you're going to find on My Disney Experience for D-Luxe Burger, and they always change out what you're going to find in there as well. You can access the secret menu options just through that app though, so don't be looking for them on the menu. You're going to find them only through My Disney Experience mobile order. Now, D-Luxe Burger does have indoor seating and I think maybe a couple of outdoor tables, but mostly it's going to be indoor seating here, and it's a really fun atmosphere as well. Next up, let's talk about Chicken Guy, my current favorite counter service spot in Disney Springs, and I can't explain why. It's just so good. This is, of course, Guy Fieri, who's in charge at Chicken Guy. He's never there, but he does own it. And this is just chicken tenders that are grilled or fried. It's up to you. They have sandwiches made with them. You can just get them straight up chicken tenders, and there's 22 fun sauces to choose from. I think you get 2 sauces with most entrees, but of course you can buy more and try bunches more. So good. There's also loaded fries. They've got that SMC, which is super melty cheese, which is basically plastic cheese. So be sure to get that. They have some awesome mac and cheese as well. Great options here. Just pretty straightforward, relatively small menu, just really good food. All right, let's talk Earl of Sandwich. This is a great option for a budget, inexpensive meal, and you get some of the best sandwiches you can find on Disney property. There's no exaggeration there. The ingredients are fresh. We love their fun options like their holiday turkey, which is Thanksgiving dinner on a sandwich. They've got mac and cheese here. They've got yummy desserts. So definitely check out Earl of Sandwich if you're looking for something a little bit less expensive than what you're going to get elsewhere. All right, Cooks of Dublin. This is another great place to find a burger, but they also have some great Irish themed foods. This is going to be right next to Raglan Road because it's owned and run by the same people that own and run Raglan Road. And they have recently added an entire new burger menu here. So you've got some fun Disney themed burgers like the Incredible, which is a mighty burger with Jameson Irish whiskey barbecue sauce, an onion ring, Dubliner cheese, and arugula. They also, of course, have fish and chips, pork shoulder. Sometimes they have good meat pies, so there's lots of options here. Note though that the indoor seating is extremely minimal, so if you want to sit indoors here, you're gonna have to go at very, very off times. All right, Blaze Pizza, looking to DIY your pizza? Then we can recommend heading over to Blaze. Here you can add a grocery list of toppings to your pizza so you can make it however you like. And don't forget, they have keto crust, they have gluten-free crust, they have lots of options for lots of different special diets. And this is really a local favorite. You'll find lots of locals at Blaze, so the lines get really, really long here, just FYI. But if you want pizza in Disney Springs that you're able to build yourself, so it's basically like a Subway for pizza, then this is a good option for you. All right, let's talk about the Polite Pig. This is another one of our Disney Springs favorites. This is a barbecue joint with good comfort food sides and huge servings. They also have a bourbon bar here and a full bar. Something else you need to know about Polite Pig is that they serve those Gideon's Bakehouse cookies. So Gideon's Bakehouse, super famous cookie bakery in Orlando, and they deliver twice a day to Polite Pig, and they bring just a small, I think they bring like 10 or 12 of their cookies over. Now, Gideon's Bakehouse usually has lines wrapped around the block to get in there. So they are very, very popular cookies. And at Polite Pig, they usually sell out within minutes of those cookies when they're delivered. So keep an eye out for that. And finally, we want to talk about Morimoto Asia street food. So Chef Masaharu Morimoto, who of course was an Iron Chef, has a location in Disney Springs called Morimoto Asia. Next door is a little counter service location called Morimoto Asia Street Food. And if you want to treat yourself to his delicious food but don't want to make a reservation or spend huge bucks, well, this is the place to do it. You can get some of their amazing ribs here that they serve in the restaurant that Chef Morimoto is famous for. You can get ramen, you can get sushi. There's lots going on here, and definitely not stuff you're going to expect to find counter service in Disney World. It's high quality, it's excellent, so definitely check out Morimoto Asia Street Food if this is the kind of food you want to eat and you can't find it anywhere else in Disney World. Now, I just want to do a quick little shout out to Daily Poutine and The Basket at Wine Bar George. Now, Wine Bar George is a very, very popular restaurant, especially with locals, but it is truly amazing. It's not just wine, there's a lot of great food there too. They actually have a little counter service location where you can go pick up sort of picnic baskets and stuff full of sandwiches and desserts and things like that. And Daily Poutine also has multiple different poutine options for you. If you are a fan of fries, gravy, and cheese, this is the place to go. So those are some of our favorite Disney World counter service restaurants in 2020. I would be happy to eat at any of these locations, and I'm very picky about my counter service in Disney World. I don't want to eat it if it's not worth my money. So these ones are definitely our favorites. Thanks for listening, you guys, and thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you want all of these options in your inbox on a PDF because you didn't take notes, head over to disneyfoodblog.com/counterservice2020 and sign up for our free newsletter, and we will send you this PDF right to your inbox so you can print it out and take it with you or use it for your planning. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.